Welcome into another one-on-one presented by Toyota. I'm with cornerback Kenneth Acker. Kenneth, you're a second-year player. You were a sixth-round pick in 2014, but you missed all of your rookie season with a foot injury. Tell me how much work has gotten you back to this point.
Man, a lot of work, a lot of prayers. It's been a long process getting back out there on the field, but I'm feeling like I'm getting back to where I used to be and really having fun out there.
So you got to go through OTAs, did some work, but then it really started in training camp, the competition. What was your mentality going into that? Did you expect yourself to win a starting cornerback role? Did you just take it in stride? What was your mindset?
I pretty much went at it full force. As I was coming in this season, they were just saying how much of a competition it was going to be, so I prepared myself for it, and at the end of it, I feel like I put my best foot forward and I got the job.
You get to play in front of the home fans for the first time on primetime Monday Night Football. I mean, was that some prayers answered for you? You said that was something you turned to during your injury and rehab.
You couldn't have a better situation. It was a Monday night, first week, like you said, back in front of the home crowd and everything. I had a pretty good showing, and we were playing a pretty good team, and everything went the way it was supposed to.
For all intents and purposes, I mean, this is your rookie season in terms of on-field game experience. With that said, do you feel like from week one now going into week 8 that you're growing each week, learning more and progressing on the field?
Yeah, for sure. I just feel like even without playing the game, just going through the extra weeks, seeing how every week it changes up, and just like last week we had the short week, just going through things like that is helping my maturity level in the NFL. And like you said, being back out there on the field, it really helps a lot just week to week, because it's been so long without me playing back-to-back games.
What's maybe one thing in particular where you'd say that you've learned from week one, now moving on to face the Rams this weekend?
Just the preparation throughout the week. I feel like going into the first game, I thought I had a grip on everything that I had to have done about the opposite team that we were playing. But just going through week to week, I could just learn, and it's really the body process of getting yourself ready for the next game. I think that was one thing that I didn't think was going to be as gruesome, or I was going to have a better grip on, but really just taking care of my body is just something that I'm learning more about.
You've got 3 picks already. You're one off the league lead. You're tied for the team lead with Tremaine Brock. You got Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco, Carson Palmer, some pretty good quarterbacks. Obviously, you expect a lot from yourself, but are you maybe even surpassing those expectations at this point in the season?
I wouldn't say that, because I feel like I should have more right now. I feel like I let some opportunities pass. Going into the season, I said 10. If I could reach that, I'd be pretty happy. But anything above that would be great.
You're part of a pretty young secondary group. You've got yourself, you've got Keith Reese, like we talked about, Dante Johnson, Jimmy Ward, Jaquaski Tart, just to name a few. Do you feel like this young core, obviously with the veteran leadership of Reed, Tremaine Brock, obviously Buffet goes down, but he's still a big guy in that locker room. You feel like this is a core that you can build with going forward in the secondary?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to have our bumps, of course, we're young guys and everything out there, but I think we all have that competitive edge where it's just like, we know all of us are here for the first time, and it's not like we're out there by ourselves. You just kind of have a good sense where it's like you get a ball caught on you or something bad happens throughout the game. It's not like you're the only single young guy out there making a bad look for the whole team. It's like they understand, like, man, like either last week or the week before, the same thing happened to me. So it kind of helps with the whole building process, because you know it's the guys that you came in with. That helps a lot too. Coming in with Keith, Dante, Jimmy, LJ, everybody, I feel like we bonded together a lot. I think we're just taking it day by day, game by game, trying to make sure that we get better.
You guys had the Thursday night game, then you had a few days off to kind of rest and recharge. It's really that extra bye week during the season. And so you take that time, you reflect, you get away from football, rest your body a little bit, you come back to the facility. You guys came back on Monday. Now through the week, what's the mentality going into week 8, another divisional game against the St. Louis Rams?
Man, we're just trying to get back on track right now. I feel like we had a good showing against Baltimore and got a dub out of that game, and then we came back and kind of stepped on our own toes in the Seattle game a couple times, defensively and offensively. Right now, as a team, as a unit, I feel like we're good in the gelling of the team. We just got to put together a full game here and there and just make sure that we hold on to those games that we know we could win.